public comment today.
Thank you, sir. First, I'd like to thank everyone who attended and had something to say. We appreciate your opinion, and we do listen. There were a couple of comments I'd like to follow up on, if you don't mind. One, that we have to respect our constituents and what their requests are. I agree with that. The majority of my constituents wrote and supported what I was trying to do, so I was listening to my constituents. Second thing, as you all stand up and talk about why we should continue this practice of offering prayer in front of the, as part of our meeting, 3 or 4 of you actually said and professed that there's only one religion, either directly or in a subtle way. Sticking up a book and saying, this is the book. That's a subtle way of saying there's only one religion. So you basically supported exactly what I'm saying is a problem that we have. 4 of you also threatened us with taking us out of office or not supporting us in our next position because of one decision we made in 4 or 8 years. That again supports my concern about how this practice is being done. And part of the reason I brought this up, if you would just stop for a second and reflect on the possibility that there are other beliefs in other people's minds that are also valid and accurate, it would make this a lot better for everybody. And I have no problem with religion. I was raised in a religious background. My father was a minister. I've probably read as much of the Bible as anybody here. And when people talk about religion, you know, I don't really talk about my religion because it's personal. So I don't profess a specific religion. But I'm also not comfortable being threatened to make a decision that I believe is a policy. Somebody also said that we are making a law. No, the law was made in 2018. We're rescinding that law. So we're just saying basically we believe that was a mistake when they made that prayer resolution before. Because that is not, as has been mentioned by several people, our job is not to provide the religious beliefs or support that or even provide that to our, as a position to our constituents. Our constituents, we're responsible for their health, welfare, growth, just protecting them and providing policies that protect everybody and create a society we can all live in comfortably. If you want to get religion, I say find a church. If you want to profess your religion, you can do it out front. That's fine. I don't know that this board, and I still stand by this, regardless of how the vote goes, this board is not responsible for your religious beliefs. And if in my position about the founding of this country, if you remember, most of the people came here because they were running away from religious persecution in England and Europe. And so they wanted to find another country so they could practice a religion that was not controlled by the government. And yet now you're asking us to turn around and again allow the government to be a part of your religious beliefs. And I personally, whether you vote for me again or not, or whether you believe I've done my job for the last 7 years or not, is not important to me. What is important to me is the people that do recognize the value that I bring to this community and the things that I do to support everyone. And you know what? I can sleep at night. And I hope you can too, knowing that we don't have to agree with everybody and you don't have to agree with us to understand that we represent you and we listen and we do care. And I think one of the persons standing up here called me Mr. Reynolds. I would also appreciate the fact that you recognize this board, we are commissioners. I appreciate when I'm away from here, if you want, also as my position, it's still commissioner. Now, I don't personally wear that as a moniker, but I think you should recognize that we do work for you. And we do understand that this is an office where we are representatives of what you want. And just remember, you're not the only person that we talk to. And anyway, I thank you all for really taking the time to be here, being here for the fire alarm bell, which, by the way, was caused by the workers on the roof. It was not anything that everybody might be sitting there thinking that that was something that somebody did just to, interrupt the proceedings. That's not what happened. It was actually workers on the roof that caused the problem, so please don't anybody take away a negative because we had a fire alarm. And now, again, I thank you, but that's all I've got, Mr. Chair. Thank you.
Thank you.